JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and it's Sunday and I nearly always go live at 6 on a Sunday. I nearly didn't today, but here I am. Full of indecision today, but here we go. Nothing prepped, so hopefully this will be okay. Hi Keisha, good morning Canada. Okay, so this is your fault, Keisha. I'm playing with this. I can remember seeing something you did and it made me want to buy this. However, I haven't gone back and looked at what you did. I've not. Oh, bear with me. I will. I'm just getting myself up on the other channel, but I'm having a bit of a... Okay, let me... Do you know what? I'm full of distraction today. Hope you're all okay. And I'm just trying to find myself on my channel so that I can see who's here and see if we have any comments. Hi Karen of Tilly Crafts. Hi Keisha. Hi Judy. Hi anyone else who's here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Does that surprise you? Kind of normal state of affairs, isn't it? Right. I put them there just to stop the glare, really, but I've got my pad here, or the end of a pad. It does help with the glare. Let's put this here because I'm going to be doing a bit of messiness anyway. Right, so I have the Scenic Adventure bundle because I saw Keisha playing with it and I thought I want a bit of that. So there, we've got it. Not touched it. And we've got dies. Hi Jackie. I can't even remember. The idea is probably going to just do some inky backgrounds. I'm really not sure how. I think, yeah. So these cut out texture. So we might use the dies today. We might not, because I haven't really worked out how they work. But I'm playing with the stamps first, and then we'll stamp. Let's get inky. Let's get messy. Now, yeah, I really can't decide whether that's clouds or rolling hills. I think it's clouds. Yeah, we'll go for clouds. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So we've got these fabulous stamps. And I've got a pile of card. And let's start off with Janice's favourite background colour, or Night of Navy. Because, do you know, it works. Secrets, see now, I'm going to get some other colours down while I'm standing up because I'm a wee short to here. And now, I did get, oh yeah, here it is. I'm having a craft lunch. Probably shouldn't be live. I should be tidying up. I've got this punch. I'm thinking that might get used. Put that, because that's your swimming band, Janice. Nothing to do with crafting. Let's just get some ink on the go first. Right. Now, there's lots of ways to get colour on your paper. We've got brayers, we've got brushes, we've got all sorts of things. But do you know what? Sometimes easy things work. It's no longer a white piece of paper. Yeah, it's quite, looks quite, I think we'll turn it that way. And we'll have a look at, we might do some braiding as well, but right, so we've got this one that kind of gives you a sort of sea texture, doesn't it? And then we've got this one that might give you a bit of sky. I don't know. Does somebody think that's... No, it's definitely a bit of sky. And then we've got trees. This could go horribly wrong, folks, and if it does, I'll just delete the video and deny all knowledge. I say that often. I haven't done it yet, so we'll see. Okay, I need a bigger block. Maybe this one. Okay, so I'm going to stamp on this with the very dark, what's it called? Secret Sea. Let's see what happens. It might not work. But it might. And then do you think this is a sort of, do you see this as a sky type thing? I don't know. I'm really not sure what. It could be hills, you know, it could be the rolling hills. I don't know. What do you think? Could it be gentle hills? I don't know. This is the only way to find out, isn't it, what things do, is just play. I'm just going in with trees. As I say, you might hate this. I might hate it. See, already we have got a bit of... Hi Linda, and you come. So hi. So I'll stop for a minute, take a breath. Did you all grab something to eat on your way in? Do you kind of got something going on here? Do you think I need to cut some dies out and build this up a bit more? A bit me wonders. Or would we just stick with this one and then make one with the dies? Keep this one quite simple, couldn't we? So we'd just have a big unsubtle, what's it called? My words are not here. Do you know where they are? I think I left them out on my walk today. You are amazing. So you won't really see it that clearly, but it will be there in the sky, telling you that you're amazing. And then I think we'll trim that down. I think actually that's just enough to do our first card, don't you? We could trim that down a wee bit. I need to pick up these stamps in case they get stuck to something. See, that I like that the unevenness of the swiping does give it a bit of drama, and we'll go in and give it more drama in a minute. So let's see, just take this down to 14. So I don't know whether to add a bit of colour here just to make the hills a bit more, because I think they are, to me they're more like rolling hills. They're a bit too complex to be clouds. What do you think? It's just a bit like a loch side. I think I'll just get, let's see what happens. Let's bring in, I can only make it worse, can't I? I'm just about to ruin it, but probably. Are you all okay if I just upset you all with this? I don't know if I need a lighter dark blue. Let me see. Oh, yay. What about? What have we got? Misty Moonlight. I like Misty Moonlight. Let's see what that does. I could ruin it completely, but no, you've got Blue Mountains in Australia, so we've now got Blue Mountains. And you've got them in Virginia, haven't you? The Blue Ridge Mountains. So who have I not said hello to? Hi Jackie, Judy, Keisha, Karen from Tilly Crafts, Tammy, hello. Mary, hi. Just come in and get comfy. Grab something from the table. I'm probably just ruining what was an okay picture, but because I was like, will I go live? Won't I go live? Will I go live? Won't I go live? That's actually okay now. I'm all right with it. I just need some card bases. Have I got any blue card bases? Do you know? What have I got? No. Got black? No. Let's just get a sheet of. Yeah, I know I've stopped. Sometimes. Yeah, you talk out loud, don't you, when you're talking? I do this myself when I'm watching other people. It's easy. It's like a quiz program as well. It's easy when you're not the one that's in the limelight. This is Secret C. As I say, I didn't prep. If I'd had to prep, I would never have come on. I just wouldn't have got myself organised. So it's raw, unfiltered, raw. She's all shouting. You're all shouting at me. Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. Shout to me. What do you think? Well, I think it needs, I like the white layer. It's just something I like. I think it's kind of my style, isn't it? Well, I was going to add more ink in this, but I'm not now, so we'll just leave it at that, shall we? Yeah, do you know, they say that, you know, experience as knowledge, but I don't know, I just like, I watch other people and I'm like, walk away from it now. But when you're the one that's on top of it all, it's hard to call it. You never know when you're done. So there you go. Look, that's perfectly acceptable, isn't it? I've made a card. Bye. Like, what about we do a bit of break? Oh, maybe that way up, Janice. Look at her. She's just like, right. So I want to bring in by the light of the strawberry moon. I'm really just playing, but I had the brayer out the other day, so let's just, this is what happens. You don't have something for months and then suddenly you see other people playing with theirs and you think, ah, I've got one of them. Right, I don't know if I can do this very well, but we're gonna have some kind of sunsetty type of, oh, look at that, bubbly, bubbly. Very dark there. That wasn't really what was in my head. I think I might just go back over here. Do you know what it is? It's because the strawberry's still new and it's quite juicy. Let's see. Let's take it a bit lighter. Oh, oh hell. Who knows what's going to happen next? Do you? Because I certainly don't. Give this a bit of a wipe. Should really have like a spare piece to, you know, to just use your brayer with the wee bit sticking up, because when you do what I just did. This just happens to be pumpkin pie. Timid Tiger would probably be okay for next. Okay, so we're going that way around, Janice, or that way around, or that way around, or are we cutting it in half? Let's do something like that, and then we could, then we can make 2 cards out of it, I think, because we've got such a different background. But you know, you just don't know. Trees and water. Let's just stick with Stampin' with Secrets, because it's good. And we'll add things, right. We've got all the things. We've got this one here. There's another sort of scenic-y stamp set coming in the winter catalogue, which I think will work alongside this. I'm just randomly, because it's me, you might want to take more care and make sure your horizon's all joined up and it's straight. Those who know me know that there's not much that's joined up about me. Put that off. Not sure about these hills. Let's see if we can play a bit. And then I might just get a machine out and right. See, there could be clouds coming up or there could be hills, but do you know what they're going to be? For these are my mountains and these are my glens or something, I don't know. I've lost my... And that definitely needs to be filled in, but I'm thinking more of adding some ink here and just see what happens. Do you know, it's a piece of paper. If I don't like what happens, I can turn it over and use the other side, or I can throw it in the bin. It's just a bit of paper. I think we could add a bit of mood here with a blending brush. Do you think I'm making this up as I go along? Yep, sure am. None of this is rehearsed. I bet you're saying, thank goodness for that. Have we got some mood in the mountains? They're not really mountains if they're probably just rolling hills, aren't they? Okay, so what we've got left are trees. So let's tree it. Let's add the trees, little trees. Here's a big tall mountain pine. Oh, well, we'll just put it that way. Right, I'll put you up there. Yeah, they're kind of like rolling hills rather than mountains. So that's, how's that song that goes? I love the mountains, I love the rolling hills, I love when all the lights are boom diana, boom diana, boom diana. Can you tell I was in the Girl Guides? I think we'll bring in the wee fat ones now. even sure it's meant to be hills, Judy. Somehow I think they meant it to be kind of a cloudy but sky background. I hope you can see. Let me stop and look at my desk. It's harder to see the hills on this one, but you can. We're looking through the forest. We'll leave the little one. I think it'll work better if I cut that in half. I think that whole thing is too much. Or maybe not in half, it may be down that. They're quite different. And it's quite busy. Right, so what stamp do I have left that's got birds in? Okay, I have, where is it? The sailing boat one. Who's got it? What's it called? Sunset Sailing. Where are you? Doesn't appear to be on my desk. It's been here for weeks. Does that happen to you whenever you want to use something? Can somebody find it for me? I don't think I've got anything else that's got birds in, have I? I don't think it's in the bag. It's not here though, is it? Oh well. Oh well. I'll just leave it. So I need to close this before I put it in. It's on your desk, Jackie. Ah, that's what's happened. Somebody must have it. It just can't just... Do you know, sometimes you can be... I'll probably see it the minute I switch off from here. Oh, that's so annoying. But it's so typical of me. It is. It is here. Do you know that? I thought that. I must be staring at it. Because there's a bit of me thinks this little bird. Oh, that's annoying, Judy. I've got two of them as well. Could lend you. Sorry about that, but I just thought that some birds would work. And they do, don't they? You know, they could be big eagles. You never know what they are. It could be the eagle has landed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. Right. And that needs to be less than that, Jana. Just talk amongst yourselves. Just have a good wee drink there. I'm just making it easier for me to layer. Yeah, they could be bats. Maybe it's me that's bats. I don't know. Right, where's the other bit? Woo. What was left on here? 7.4, so if I cut that to 7, we'll not have to faff about too much. Oh, I'm sorry about this, folks. I just must be faffy today. Yeah, I guess so. Right. Okay, so we've got one Secrecy card base here. It could just be as simple as that. Or this really rich one. And what we could do here is tone on the back here. With this C. And then I think I'll take a breather after these two cards and get the cut and emboss machine out, and we'll just do I'm just adding texture with this. Well, I think it's like water texture, but it could be anything. I might be just making it up. Are you all okay? So this is just me playing. Sometimes I do this kind of thing without people watching, and then I can actually, if I don't like it, I could throw it in the bin. You're watching, so I need to make it work. You're watching intently, wondering what I'm doing, how it's going to turn out. So am I. Yeah, that was a bit too heavy there on that strawberry slush. Might have been better to stamp with black on that, maybe. But actually, that's not too bad. I'm not going for sentiments. Yeah, the deeper colours work, don't they? And the bit where the Night of Navy blending onto the pumpkin pies actually turned purple. So And in the summer, our mountains in Scotland are purple because the heather. That one's fine. And then I think I might just add a bit of inkiness to this one. I think it could do with a bit more trees here. I'm getting in a muddle, but that's okay. Wipe that off. Isn't Secret Sea a fantastic colour though? It really, really works. What is it? It does look a bit embossed, doesn't it? Just adding some more trees in. Oh look, it's stuck. Just can't help myself. We'll stick with this style just now, and then I think I'll just get a bit of black card and see what happens with the dies. See what they do. So what have y'all been doing with your Sunday? I'm thinking this, it still needs to be, oh, it could go in, I've got black card pieces, it could go in black, couldn't it? It wouldn't be terrible, would it? That still works. Where's the wee factory? Bone folder, that's what I need. Oh, you've been doing your artful stamping school homework, okay. Right, oh, I have got it here, my memento is here. I'm thinking this time do that sort of tone on tone with the black, with the tree. I don't know how well you can see it, but it is there. And it just does add that wee bit of extra va-va-voom. Look, I'm starting like I'm crafting on a 4-inch circle here. Aye, Cannon, it'll not be long till Saturday and you'll be off on your holly flumps. You've got your family coming as well before that. When do they arrive? Right, so there you go, with just a bit of inkiness, a bit of stamping. And just playing. We've got 3 acceptable. Oh well, that won't take you long. Right, so I have been worrying a wee bit today because we've got a storm coming in tomorrow to Scotland, and my daughter and the kids and my daughter's friends and their children are being camping on the Isle of Lewis up north, where the storm is to be really bad. I think it's got a name, Flora or Floris, I can't remember, the storm. And so I was getting a bit worried, however, because I thought they sailed back to the mainland tomorrow. I'm actually going to take this away. No, I'm not, because I will probably use it. It's just distracting me a wee bit. Right, I'll get my machine out and we'll see what we can do with the dies. Now, what I can see from some of them is they are not, like, they don't cut out full shape. The trees will there, but these are all... So let's have a look. Let's see. Let's get the machine. And some plates. Scrap black card here, and I think what I'm going to do is use this, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so I've got all the bits I need. Now if that's excuse me while I change my mind, and I carefully measure and cut this in half. Hi Shaz. I don't know if you've missed much. I'm just playing. Time will tell whether it was successful play or not. These will get trimmed, but I'm going to do something here. Right. So, from what I can see, these landscapey so you've got trees, and we have mountains. These are my mountains, and this is my glen. Yeah, the kids, yeah, I was started telling you about the kids and their camping, yeah. But luckily, they were actually booked on the ferry back to the mainland this afternoon. And just before I came live, my daughter texted me to say, had a really calm sailing, mum, and we were treated to a dolphin show just before we came into Ullapool. Then they're just going to drive to... Why am I doing that? They're going to drive to Inverness for some dinner and then just drive home and get home late tonight. So they were okay, but she said last night that the other people on the campsite had been told to be packed up and off the site by this afternoon. because we're talking about 85-mile-an-hour gusts, etc. Yeah, you'll be glad that they've come home. They can always go and do something else for the rest of their holiday when this storm clears, Jackie. It's just certainly not worth staying up north in Scotland for the next probably 36 hours. It will clear and things will... Right, I've done them. I'll just pop that to the side. I'll explain why I did what I did once I get it all together. And it may or may not work, but I'm looking at we'll make an inky background and then possibly have a silhouette-y type of oh Shaz. Wish we if love and wishes could make it go away, it would be well away. I'm not sure I want any of that at the moment. Let's just see. Shall I just put... This is going to be such a fun set, but let's just cut some trees. Flowers. Well, they're not. No, that's a foreground thing as well. Right, let's just cut these out and play with these, and then, you know, enough for the moment. Right, where's the plate? So this is going to be a well played with set. I might, I don't know. Can anyone do my thinking for me? Oh, look at these trees. I think I might want more of them. So let's just take the tree die. Oh, that one jumped. Right, that's a reason to do that again. And look, if you look, yeah, sometimes that happens. I can't even get it to come out. There's my pokey tool. I know someone's going to comment. Not any of you guys that are here live at the moment, but someone's going to comment. You really should get organised. I don't do organised, do I? We just do play. Well, I had another bit of black, didn't I? Do you see how I cut all accurately? Right, calm, Janice, can. Yeah, let's try not jump at this. Yeah, it's a word I can't actually spell it. Does it have an S or a Z? Who knows? Okay, right, so we've got lots of bits of die cuts now. Let's not lose them. I think I have a magnetic sheet here that I can pop the dies on because I'm in such a muddly fuddly here. Right, let's get this big machine off my desk so we can make a card and see what we're doing. Right, I'm where did I put the punch? Right. So oh gosh, I've now got a packet of cocktail sticks all over my desk. That's good, isn't it? Right. The 1 7/8 circle punch just arrived in that box that I showed you the other day. And let's just give... I probably got masks over there somewhere, but you need to take 3 or 4 of both these sticky note things. Maybe not as many as that, Janice. Right. And you should open the punch. I'm just making a mask. I only need one, but tell me what happens if you try to punch out one of these. You're just getting a mess. Hey, Jackie. Right. Goodness. Right. Pokey tool. I had it. Where did you put it? Who's got it? Here it is. Do you know what? I need someone right beside me that just knows what I want and hands it to me, so I don't even have to speak. There's that. There's more trees. There's these dies. I just don't want to lose dies, because when I'm in such a kerfuffly muddle, that can happen. Okay, so we've got that. Right, we'll put that up there so that we don't lose it. Right, where's the wee pile of white card? Inky finger time. Right, I'm going to try this. Right, I do like a big moon. Do you like a big moon? Right, so we've got a brush here that's probably got quite a lot of Night of Navy on it. Just look, I'm not even put that in the ink pad yet, so I'm making a kind of a sky, haven't I? And just take that right down so we don't have any plain white. Right. Snips. Scalpel. So you see what I mean? These just cut out. So you would decide, you know, what height, how much black card you want under them. But because I've not played with this yet, I haven't got a clue. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I can make cards and talk to sheep at the same time. And then you've got that too. So see, you could use that. And I don't know if it might be a forest in the very background, but look, if I put that there, this will be a bit of a mixed up kind of card, but I'm just showing you a wee technique to use these bits sometimes. So it gives you trees in the background. Use what you got, girl. Use what you've got. So that are trees, and we've got mountains. Do you see what's happening? And then we've got this one. Now obviously you could cut these in different colours. I just kind of went with a silhouette-ish, coquettish type of... Right. I kind of want... Do you know, that actually reminds me of Mount Fuji. As I was such a lucky girl to get to see Mount Fuji. Do you remember that last year when I went? I'm going to stick this down here. Now what I might want to do is put a bit more black card there. So I might have wanted to have that cut. This is the learning thing when I'm doing this now. I'm learning. Does Janice learn? Slowly. Very slowly. Now this has got quite a lot of texture in. Yeah, I might do that, but just, I quite like the Mount Fuji look. You could have, where is the other piece of that card? See? See there? So you could in fact have tuck that in under there, see? That's been a bit see? Just play with what you've got. The waste bit, or the bits you think are waste, aren't always. So there we have some mountains. And then we can have some kind of trees. And then we can have these are quite interesting, but a bit of me thinks that I had another piece of black. Where have I put it? Who's got it? Here it is. See, I think just so that we can get the levels. Is that straight? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't get how, do you know, how all these people who moved to America in the Highland clearances and all that time, and they came out as they went out as pioneers, and they took our language and changed all the spelling. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to chop these now because otherwise I wouldn't know what I'm doing. Do I even know what I'm doing? So just for once this Sunday, I've already had my evening meal. So I'm not sitting here thinking, hurry up and finish, Janice, because you're hungry. Because I'm not. There's another fine old mess. That's not very straight, is it? Let's just... I'm just making it up as I go along, Shaz. This is kind of how I would play on my own. But I might be less inclined to keep going if I was on my own. Do you know what I'm saying? I would maybe give up sooner. Actually thinking I should move that across because then I can make use of those bits. Woohoo! Maybe, maybe, maybe not. Well, maybe not. For these are my mats, and this is my Glen. And then I'll add these in, kind of like that. Give it a bit of perspective. We'll use this. We'll use this bit. And you can push it out to texture it. It's got bits that can push out. You can push out the bushes. I actually feel they want to be up a wee bit, so we might trim the whole thing. It's getting quite heavy because I'm keeping adding card, but it's okay. Now you could do these in colours, you wouldn't have to stick with the... I'm going to trim this down before I go any further because that's going to be a bit of a job. However, I do have my, or I did have, my little guillotine. It's not here though. Where does it go? Here it is. I think it might, it may or may not work better. I need to know the measurement there, don't I? Oh, wait. I'm trying to think what this should be then. Let me do a bit of... Can I stop for a wee thing till I get my perspective sorted out here? That would be 8.1 would map onto 13.4, wouldn't it? No, 9.1. 9.4. Hi Hazel, coming to the mad craft here. Right, so then we have some trees. I had more, didn't I? Somebody's making a mess on my desk. There should be another little tree somewhere. Oh, here it is. I don't know if I want it or not. Actually, now, where's the bird? We need a bird here, don't we? Because we've nothing else to fly over the moon. Memento ink. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Can you see it? Who's taken the memento? There it is. I'm just thinking black will be better. You good black witch hazel, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Right, where's my blue brush gone? This desk is getting worse. Did I put it away? No, it doesn't appear to be away. Here it is, right here. I just think that I didn't really need a stark white moon, but having used the mask, you know that's the moon. Now we can go in here with white ink, we could add snow, but I just think we'll just keep it simple. So I'm now going to adhere this to a white layer. Well, to adhere something you need glue, don't you? Because adhere means stick. Adhere, come here. Well, I've kind of, you know, played enough to understand how some of this works. And I'll get another black card base, just because I have these already cut. And then we'll add the trees. And then I'll make a space so that you can actually see without all this clutter what's happening. It's quite a heavy card now. Obviously I've not done anything inside. That's very icky sticky. Now there's a lovely textural dye. Where are the dyes? Where are you? There's still dyes I haven't used yet. Now you've got your logs here and you've got your flames so you can have a fire. You've got some flowers. You've got some texture here for water. You've got another mountain peak. And we've got this. And you could do your sky and so it would cut these tiny little peepholes and a wee crescent moon. So you could have a very dark card, cut that out and then have something bright shining through. There's lots of options. There's always lots of options. But I just want to pop. See, even there, that's the upside, that's the other side of these trees, sort of thing. But you could almost put them on like that and they still look like trees. So you've got lots to play with. But let's see if we can I'm just going to use a few wee dots here. Thank you for thumbs ups. So who has this set apart from Keisha, who started all this off? Whoops. I mean, again, you could be using glue dots or wasn't what I was trying to say. What was I trying to say? Things. Foam, white foam, fluffy things that make things go up. Dimensional words. Oh, goodness me. Poke out these wee bits so we get the texture. What, you've not got it yet? Do you not think you need to get it ordered, Jackie? I'm happy to take the blame because I'm happy to blame Keisha for mine. Or, you know, I should have done maybe another one of those and had more trees at the front. But I didn't, so I'm just going to pop these on today. Do you know, but so there's so many ways you can do this. We'll just put them to the sides just now. And can I just say there are stamp sets coming and dies coming that have deer. We all do it, it's okay. We all enable each other, Keisha. No way blaming anyone or making anyone feel responsible for me getting into trouble with the bank manager. And then, right, so then you could add white ink. So you could take a water paper. You could take your white ink refill and a block. And you could ruin your card. You could do a Janice and ruin everything. I'm not actually going to squeeze the water paint out. It's just that this one's been used before with white ink. I'm not actually going to water that ink down. I'm just going to just I'll try and be a wee bit can I do less is more? Right, stop. Walk away. I've got this little wee tree. I'm going to stick it on because you know what will happen? It'll end up in the bin with all this other rubbish. No, I've not put too much. But no, we don't want an avalanche, not yet. But you see what I mean? You could build up a nice scene. So now I've inked it up. We've had it out. We've played. We've got 4 cards, I think, today. I'm gonna try and just see tidy up. What do I mean tidy up? I mean peek it all to the side, don't I? Oh my goodness. So that was my first play. I think, and if you don't play, you won't get the ideas. So there, we started off and we just took an ink pad and we swiped over a piece of white paper, and then we stamped, and then we did a bit of Stampin' Up marker and then blending. I wish I hadn't used the Stampin' Up marker there, but it's okay because I think it just gives you the outline of a hill. And then I overdid with my brayer the strawberry slush, I think anyway, on that half. So I split that in half, and I think that was the right thing to do. I think that big scene was too much. I like this one with the sea as the background. The tone on tone, it's really quite textural and it's nice. The trees on the black are right at the moment, they're there, but they're not showing up hugely, but they're there. So that was 1, 2, 3, and then we got the dies out, and we've had a wee first play with the dies. Now there's loads you could do. You could cut all these bits out in white and colour them up. I quite like the silhouette look. So I don't know, what do you like best? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4? What do you reckon? Let's see, there's that much mess, it's all rolling back on. I'll have to take some time after this and tidy, I think. What's your faves? You like 2 and 1, Judy? Oh, maybe take that off there. Yeah, it's actually got quite good atmosphere, hasn't it, that one? And yeah, I felt that one was overdone, but it's that. And you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, Karen. And then we've got 2, 3, 1, 4. And Hazel, you're 1 and 3. It just shows you we all like slightly different things. And that's what I do say to people. Even if you make a card that you don't like, someone else will love it. Yeah. Do you know what is the best? But I don't really care. I've had fun. I've been creative. And yeah, I'm quite happy. I like this. I don't think this one shows up as well on camera if I tip it that way. Maybe if I take my camera down before I say bye. Oops. Look, folks. Could somebody come and sort this lot out? It was like this. If I sorted all that out and prepped, I wouldn't have come on. Just let you see closer up. Well, they're all right. They're cards. They need lined inside. And then I can use them as note cards to write to people. I've got a craft-a-lunch right enough here. So I'm going to have to just go and get a cup of coffee, bring it through, and just put everything away. Because it's just becoming a nightmare. So thank you everyone for coming in and joining me. If you're watching on the replay, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please get this show on the road. The more you guys interact with me, the more YouTube will put this in front of new people. And you never know, somebody else might like to see what messy Janice gets up to. Bye. Where's the door? Oh, it's top fans. Who were the top talkers today? Judy?